Hello everybody, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience. In my last video, I have given you an idea of around 20 plus government exams for freshers which are other than judiciary and CLAT PG, in which no experience was required. In this video, we are going to further elaborate on those exams and we are going to specifically focus on the exam pattern and syllabus of all those government exams. I'll also be giving you an idea of which notifications can be expected in the upcoming 6 months. In my next video, I'll be discussing and comparing the salary of all these government exams. I have already given you an idea of all the recruitments which have happened over the past 5 years. You can pause the screen, you can read it out. In order to understand the various exams, we have divided it into 4 categories: regulatory bodies, insurance, banking sector, public sector undertakings, assistant public prosecutor. Now we'll start with regulatory bodies, in which we are talking about 6 exams: SEBI, IFSCA, PFRDA, RBI, IRDA and NABARD. So the first one is SEBI legal, where there are 3 phases. Phase 1 is qualifying, has 2 papers. First paper is quant reasoning English GA. Second paper is your objective legal. Then after this you have phase 2, in which paper 1 is descriptive English, paper 2 has both objective legal and descriptive legal. In my earlier videos, I have discussed about these exams one by one in detail. So in order to understand the exam pattern and syllabus in a comprehensive way, refer to those individual videos. In this video, I'll be giving you an idea of what all subjects you have to prepare and what is the exam pattern and syllabus. Then in IFSCA legal is almost similar to SEBI legal. Paper 1 is quant reasoning English GA. Paper 2 is again legal objective. Here the entire phase 2 is also objective. So here paper 1 is descriptive English again in phase 2 and paper 2 is MCQs in legal. After that, coming to PFRDA also has similar exam pattern as SEBI legal. In phase 1, paper 1 is QRE GA. Paper 2 is law. Even the qualifying criteria is same. You have to score 80 marks in phase 1. Then coming to phase 2, paper 1 is descriptive English, paper 2 is objective legal. So if you are targeting SEBI, IFSC and PFRDA can be prepared together. Almost 95% of the exam is same. The difference of 5% is in the legal syllabus. Then moving to NABARD legal. Phase 1 here, prelims exam is qualifying, has 8 subjects: reasoning, English, computer knowledge, quantitative aptitude, decision making, general awareness, economic social issues and ARD. The cutoff of phase 1 will be decided based on 3 subjects: general awareness, economic social issues, agriculture, rural development. These are the merit sections, others are only qualifying sections. You have to clear just the cutoff in those. Then after prelims, there is mains in NABARD. In mains, paper 1 is descriptive English. Paper 2 has 2 parts, objective and descriptive type. 30 questions of legal objective to be attempted in 50 marks. 6 questions of legal descriptive, out of which 4 are to be attempted of 50 marks. Then coming to RBI legal, this exam only has one phase followed by interview. Paper 1 is your legal paper, in which part A is objective, general knowledge of law, and part 2 is descriptive. Paper 2 here is descriptive English. Then IRDI legal, this is quite different. The law topics are not there in IRDI legal exam. Phase 1 prelims exam is QRE GA entirely. And then coming to phase 2, here you have paper 1 which is descriptive English, paper 2 is descriptive economic social issues, paper 3 is insurance and management. So very less students appear for this exam because there is less legal part and you will have to study other subjects over here. Then moving to the second vertical, which is banking and insurance. These are all the banking exams and insurance exams. We'll be discussing few exam patterns in this video. Starting with IBPS SO law, prelims has reasoning, English and general awareness. I have already discussed cutoffs in my separate video. Mains has professional knowledge, which is your legal portion. Then coming to RRB law has single level exam followed by interview. These are the 6 subjects that are to be prepared in this: professional knowledge, which is your legal, then reasoning, financial awareness, either English or Hindi, computer knowledge, quantitative aptitude and data interpretation. Then you have ECGCPO legal. Here there is single level examination in which you will have 2 papers. In paper 1, which is objective test, you have QRE GA plus your professional knowledge, and in paper 2, which is descriptive paper, you will have essay and pressy. Then the scale 2, scale 3 recruitments announced by various banks. In Bank of India, it was English language, professional knowledge and general awareness only present. There is single level exam. Similarly, in Central Bank of India, there was stream specific legal questions, computer knowledge and general awareness. Banking, present economic scenario and general awareness. Then there are other exams. Exam legal this time has only descriptive paper. Then you have insurance exams. In AIC Management Trainee Legal, this is the exam pattern: reasoning, English language, general awareness, quantitative aptitude and computer literacy, professional knowledge test, which is your law paper, objective law paper, and then descriptive English test. Then there is GIC Legal. This is again a single level examination. Part A here is technical professional knowledge test in the relevant discipline. Last year there was reasoning present in Part A. Then Part B is reasoning, English language with special emphasis on grammar, vocabulary, test of general awareness, numerical ability and computer literacy. Part C is descriptive English. Then LIC AO Legal, this has two phases. Phase 1 prelims examination in which there is reasoning, English and quantitative aptitude. And after that there is phase 2 where you will have QRE GA plus insurance financial market awareness. Also you will have a part of professional knowledge. There is reasoning ability, general knowledge, professional knowledge, insurance and financial market awareness, and then descriptive English as well. Then coming to general insurance companies, NIACL AO Legal. For prelims, you have to study QRE over here, and in mains, QRE GA and professional knowledge specialist stream, that is law paper. There is one descriptive test also present, descriptive English. Then coming to NICL AO Legal, prelims has only QRE. After prelims, there is means, and means has QRE GA, law subjects and computer knowledge. So QRE GA, law streams and computer knowledge, followed by descriptive English test, which is only qualifying. Then you have OICL AO Legal, again QRE in prelims. So all general insurance companies have QRE in prelims, followed by mains in which there is QRE, GA and professional knowledge specialist stream questions. Then UIC AO Legal, in which there is only a single online examination followed by interview. In the online examination, there is QRE GA, computer knowledge and professional knowledge in the relevant discipline. Then coming to public sector undertaking and assistant public prosecutor exams. So we'll discuss a few exams. Airport Authority of India Junior Executive Law, Part A has general knowledge, general intelligence, general aptitude, English. Please understand, for banking, insurance and regulatory bodies, the QRE GA is almost same. But for public sector undertaking exams, the QRE GA is different. For public sector undertaking exams, the quant, reasoning, English, general awareness is of SSC level and is different. The topics are also a little bit different. So here in Part A, there is general intelligence, general aptitude. Part B is your law paper, and this is the syllabus which is specified. Constitution, contract, arbitration, transfer of property, limitation, all labor laws or codes, CPC, admin law, AI Act, Aircraft Act, partnership, companies, IBC, tenders related laws, public international law in comparison to law of India. Then Coal India Legal, this has one computer based test of 3 hours. Paper 1 has GA, reasoning, numerical ability, English. Paper 2 is your law paper. There is no negative marking, no interview. Usually PSU exams do not have negative marking. HPCL, again the syllabus, the exam pattern is different. General aptitude consists of English language, quantitative aptitude test, intellectual potential test. Then there is technical professional knowledge comprising of questions relating to qualifying degree, education background required for the applied position. For law officers and law officer HR, there is also one descriptive paper which is technical and professional knowledge, in which there will be drafting of legal document and technical professional knowledge questions with 40 MCQs of general aptitude. Then NVCC legal, knowledge of discipline is there, general intelligence, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, general English. So PSU exams have kind of a different exam pattern and varies from organization to organization. So you can see the subjects which you usually have to prepare in all these exams is reasoning, English, general awareness, quantitative aptitude almost in every exam, law subject which is law objective almost present, computer is present in some of the exams, descriptive English is present in some of the exams, descriptive legal is present in some of the exams. So I hope this gives you an idea. Talking about the topics that you have to study in reasoning, these are all the topics. Now you can start your preparation in this order as the topics are shown on the screen. You can start with coded blood relation, move to direction and distance, and so on. Then coming to your English, these are the topics from which you can expect question in English. In order to prepare for these topics, your basics of grammar should be strong. So work on those, build up your English fundamentals, build up your grammar, and then start practicing questions from these areas. Then moving to general awareness, current affairs are to be studied, economic, banking, finance related current affairs, static GS to be studied, PIB current affairs are to be studied, banking, insurance, financial terms are to be studied. Post that there is quantitative aptitude, approximation, simplification, most important, you have to study that. Data interpretation is to be studied. In order to study data interpretation, you have to study percentage, ratio and proportion. You also have to study quadratic equation number series. And if you have time, then you also take up this average, partnership and ages. After that, you can leave rest of the topics. The last two topics, which is enunciation, basics of algebra, AP, GP, heights and distance, this comes only in PSU exams. So these are all the topics from QRA GA which you have to prepare. I hope this has given you an idea of the syllabus. Moving to the law subjects. The one mentioned in blue are the common for all the exams. I'll give you some examples and the others are to be studied for certain specific exams. So let's start with SEBI legal syllabus, which is already defined in the notification. Phase 1 has Constitution of India, law of contract, then civil law, then you have admin and jurisprudence, and then law of torts and consumer protection. In phase 2, you have criminal law, evidence, corporate law, and securities law, rules and regulations. Similarly, coming to IFSC legal, phase 1 syllabus is exactly the same as SEBI legal. There is also a lot of similarity in phase 2. Criminal law is there, but under point 4, there are certain extra acts: RBI Act, Insurance Act, Banking Regulation Act, SCRA, Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Act, General Insurance Business Nationalization Act, and all these laws. For IFSA legal, this area is a bit different. Then coming to PFRDA legal, again PFRDA Act is to be studied, IRDAI Act, SEBI Act, then the other areas are common: Constitution, law of contract, criminal law, then law of evidence, CPC, admin, jurisprudence, important Latin terms, maxims, torts, consumer protection, arbitration, transfer of property, law of trust, corporate law, and taxation. So these are the topics that are to be studied for PFRDA legal. Then NABARD also releases the legal syllabus. These are all the topics that are to be studied. The different topics which we have not seen so far are Industrial Dispute Act, Trade Union Act, which are present in labor laws in the PSU exams. Then there is Negotiable Instrument Act, which we will also see in banking laws. Indian Easements Act, Specific Relief Act, Indian Succession Act, Hindu Succession Act. These are the separate laws which are to be studied in NABARD legal. Then GIC also releases the legal syllabus. These are the insurance laws. These are the constitutional, administrative, civil and criminal laws. Then these are the miscellaneous laws that are to be studied for GIC legal. Why I am showing you all of this is to give you an idea what you are to prepare. I have already told you in my other video that there are certain common subjects which come in all the exams, so you should start preparing those subjects in order to appear for all the upcoming exams. OICL syllabus is very limited. These are the topics that are to be studied for OIC legal exam. Similarly, UIC legal syllabus is also limited and the questions come from only these topics. So some of the organizations do release their syllabus, some of the organizations do not release. There we try to chalk out the syllabus based on previous year papers. This time there has been major changes in syllabus of a lot of exams, Coal India being one, then Exim Legal, then SJVN Law. So the syllabus was very vast for these exams, as you can see on the screen. Here you should go for smart study. Here you should just refer to the important areas for these exams. If you start your preparation today, you start with the common topics and eventually move on to the specific topics, you will feel pretty much prepared in the upcoming 5 to 6 months. Now talking about which all recruitments we can see in the next 6 months. SEBI is expected, IFSC legal is expected, PFRDA legal is expected, IBPS SO law we already know will come, RRB scale 2 law is there, NICL is there, NIACL exam is expected, IRDAI legal is expected, RBI legal is expected, GIC Re can also be there. So these are some of the exams which we can see in the upcoming 6 months. You can start your preparation for these exams and you can try to get a law officer job in the organization you aim for. In order to prepare for all these exams together, we offer a comprehensive course which is Mega B Legal Online course, which helps you in the preparation of all the law officer exams. You can check out the structure of this course, you can check out the details of this course, and if you have any queries, any doubts, you can write them down in the comment below, or you can reach out to us on this number or write to us on this email ID. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Enroll with iExamB and make your preparation 50% faster. Subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.